Hello everyone, dear viewers of my YouTube channel. Today my video is dedicated to an excellent film called Kill Bill. Meet the top 10 interesting facts about him. Friends, subscribe to my channel. Like, leave comments and share videos on social networks. Go! Tenth place. At the beginning of the fight scene between O-Ren and the bride, after O-Ren speaks in Japanese, "I hope you have conserved your energy. If not, you might not last 5 minutes." Exactly 4 minutes 59 seconds elapsed from the moment she stepped forward, and the music, until the fatal blow of the duel. From the moment she says 5 minutes to the fatal blow. That's exactly 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Ninth place. Quentin Tarantino originally intended to play a Japanese actress to play O-Ren as she, but before casting, he saw Lucy Liu's work at Shanghai Noon, 2000, and immediately turned O-Ren into Sino-Japanese American so that Liu could play the part. Eighth place. According to Quentin Tarantino and Uma Thurman from the DVD documentary, the idea for Kill Bill came about during the filming of Pulp Fiction, 1994. They started talking about the kinds of films they would like to make, and Quentin said that he would like to make a 70s-style kung fu movie. Uma came up with the first film in which she was beaten and dressed in a wedding dress. Seventh place. The black and white photography on the scene of the Crazy 88 fight is known as a tribute to the television broadcasts of the 70s and 80s in the United States of America about kung fu movies. Black and white, as well as black and red, were used to cover up blood spills from television censors. Initially, black and white photographic effects were not used, and the Japanese version does not, but the MPAA required measures to be taken to soften the scene. Tarantino used the old trick for its intended purpose and also as a tribute. Sixth place. Okinawa Island is widely known among the Japanese as the single worst place in all of Japan to get decent sushi. So Tarantino's decision to have Hanzo run a sushi restaurant in Okinawa was a great decision as it allowed Hanzo to leave his former life behind. And don't be disturbed by those who tried to track him down after taking his blood oath. Fifth place. During filming, actors and actresses would often give "Hello Sally" take. To do this, the actor or actress finishes their filming, turns to the camera and shouts, "Hello, Sally." Whether editor Sally Menke evaluates this has not yet been reported. Fourth place. When Quentin Tarantino left Japan after looking for and securing the studios, he heard all the girls in the 5, 6, 7, 8 playing over the store's speakers. He was so intrigued by the music that he asked the clerk who the band was. When told, Tarantino, who didn't have enough time to go to the record store to get their CD, asked the seller to sell him a copy. Quentin took the CD home, listened to it and immediately signed the band to participate in the Showdown at the House of Blue Leaves segment. All of the band's songs, including the outstanding "Woohoo," are covers of early 60s surfer songs. Third place. The church scene was filmed in the Mojave Desert outside Lancaster, California. During this scene, watch the cameos of Samuel L. Jackson as the performer of Dead Organs and Bo Swenson as the preacher. Second place. The infamous long take scene took 6 hours to rehearse and was shot in 17 takes. After that, Steadicam cinematographer Larry McConkie was rumored to collapse from exhaustion. First place. The original trailer for this film, although not showing bloodshed, sparked the ire of the MPAA upon seeing the bride's bloody clothing. As such, he was the first to undergo the MPAA's new, no blood, policy for trailers, in which all kind of body fluid must be alternately stained or removed entirely. This is why the trailers for this movie, and likewise for every movie released in the US after that, show the bride's clothes covered in black and brown spots where there will be blood. Incidentally, the color of the dried blood is blackish-brown, which means that the MPAA unknowingly caused Tarantino to change color from fresh blood, red, to dried blood. Friends, thank you all for watching. I really hope that this video was interesting to you. I love you all very much. See you later.